I mean, I knew if he came back, he, was gonna get what he had for the team. So first of all, commending everybody just staying ready. Doug's coming in his, short amount of minutes. While AD was out, just everybody just staying ready, next man up. But just having AD and having him on the floor and what he was able to do, both offensively and especially defensively tonight was wonderful.
Frank mentioned in his postgame that they're aware of some of the net rating numbers with you and Caruso and just how high they've been. And I just wondered your experience of playing with him these last 2 years and why you think that there's that kind of impact on the court with the plus minus and everything, and just the eye test too.
Just playing the game the right way. Very cerebral basketball players, making winning plays. The both of us, we work well together. And every minute that we're on the floor, we're just trying to make it productive. Trying to be in a plus and not in a minus. And so it's a great combination for our ball club.
Prior to this year, coming out of the All-Star break the past 2 years, you were in a position to basically have to put your team on your back and go. 2 years ago it worked out, last year it didn't. Do you notice, have you noticed specifically that you are not in that position this year?
I never really looked at it like that. It's always been a team game. I don't ever look at it like I need to put a whole franchise or a whole team on my back. It's just I need to do my job. If I do my job, then we put ourselves in a position to be successful. And and I'm gonna have to do that again this year.
Do you think that playoff LeBron has evolved or will evolve because you have a guy like Anthony Davis? Like who you are and the way you carry yourself in the playoffs, does that change because of the guy you have next to you?
No. AD's on a nice list of great players I've played with. But nothing changed for me. My preparation, the way I go out and approach the game, and nothing changes.
LeBron, whether it was AD, JaVale, or Avery tonight, it seemed like there were 10, especially in the first half, 10 or 15 just like absolute lockdown defensive possessions. What's the ceiling for this team defensively? And have you guys been close to it yet?
We've been close to it. We've had great stretches, more great than not. But we're getting back to it. And, we understand every team that we play going to play. Great basketball versus us. They look forward to that matchup, and it's up to us to just try to take teams out of what they do well. And so to have, like you said, Avery and JaVale and AD and the rest of us just doing our job defensively, being sound, being in tune with the game plan, it's really good for us.
What degree of credit should go to Anthony Davis for your guys' success on that end?
What do you mean?
I mean, is he the one, not just by getting 7 blocks in 30 minutes, but he's the one calling out the defensive coverages?
He does
the one setting the tone?
He does a little bit. He does everything. He's able to protect the rim. He's able to guard in the post. He's able to switch out on guards. He's able to block shots when guys are shooting floaters and runners, get steals. He does everything defensively for us. That's why he's defensive player of the year. He just does everything. It's not one thing that he doesn't do well defensively.
Going back to Alex for a second, there was a stretch after you guys got the tees in the first half. He was very demonstratively talking to the referees and sort of saying his piece. How much more confidence do you see in him doing things like that and kind of carrying himself? What do you think accounts for it?
AC just makes winning plays. He makes winning plays in the right spot all the time. And we're a very, very, very good team, when he's on the floor. And he's been very productive. You just look at his plus minus throughout the whole season, throughout the last couple seasons. He just does good things for our ball club. So it's good to have him.
LeBron,
Last two questions,
you made a
please.
joke at practice yesterday about how you called AD Anthony. You've been around his family kind of a lot. Is that a relationship that you actively sought out going into this season, or did it kind of happen organically?
It just happens organically, man. I'm not an actively person just trying to be invasive in people's private lives and people's families. It just happens organically.
AD mentioned that you guys still remember that game in Boston and probably was the worst loss of the season. With this being a 12:30 game on Sunday, does your routine change, and then do you guys go in looking to avenge that game? Is that something on your mind?
Yeah, the routine definitely changes because you're so used to playing at night. So you got to get the most optimal sleep and then just be sharp as you can. They play a lot of early games, so they'll be a little bit more accustomed to it. But at the end of the day, once the tip ball goes, we got to be ready and prepared. So we look forward to the matchup.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to to ESPN+.